All right. First and foremost, I would like to say call Halayim like Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. I would like to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the men that taught me this truth. And Shalom wa Barakim, Labakayim, Shah Yasha, Allah, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting on the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. You just had this nigga Drake, the singer / rapper Drake, release a video called Nice for What? And I really don't like talking about these entertainers that much, and Drake is not really important, but the only reason I'm mentioning this subject is because this video has a spiritual aspect to it, such as everything in this world. Everything has a spiritual meaning behind it, whether it's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. So in this video called Nice for What? Drake is so-called uplifting the women, okay? He's empowering the women. That's at least what they're saying, So you have all these women running around talking about nice for what and hashtag nice for what, which that means is, in the video he says, you gotta be nice for what to these niggas. Basically saying you don't have to be nice to any of these men out here. You treat them how you want to treat them. They're not on your level. You are above men. And you should, you should look at yourself as a queen, in that same queen spirit that's been going on throughout Babylon, which is America, that queen of heaven spirit, okay? The reason I'm touching on this is because the spiritual part of it is that you women are being led into a trap, okay? And you don't see it, you don't see what's happening, okay? All hell is getting ready to break loose in America. I don't know exactly when. As prophets, we don't know exactly when, but we know that it's very soon due to prophecy, And when I say all hell breaks loose, I mean martial law, race wars, rape, in the most gruesome way you've ever seen it. Famine, not being able to find food to eat, not able to have money, economic collapse, all type of hell is gonna break loose in America and all across the world. And you women are being led astray to believe that you can be independent and you don't need a man and you can treat a man the way you feel like, when in all actuality, you're gonna need a man to protect you when all hell breaks loose. And more importantly, not just any man, okay? Let me get a quick precept. So I'm going to go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, a very common scripture, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ. I'm reading it verbatim, but, I hate saying that word Christ, so I'm going to read it over. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is Yahweh. The point I want to touch on, it says, and the head of the woman is the man. See, you women don't recognize that your head is your man, whether you want to call him a boyfriend or a husband, whatever you want to call him, because you women will have a husband treating him like a boyfriend, and you'll have or you have a boyfriend and just treating him like, hey, since I got a boyfriend, I can mess with multiple dudes because he hasn't put a ring on my finger. All manner of wickedness, all because you're in that spirit of, women worship, thinking yourself to be a queen over a man. Point being, with Drake carrying that spirit of, dealing with men how you feel as such, it's leading you women astray, man. You women are going to be found without a covering, and that covering is the Most High protecting you in that day. And the only way you women are going to be protected is if you're under a man of the Lord. A servant of the Lord, a prophet of the Lord, who the Lord sees fit to be protected in that day. Whether you be that man's sister, whether you be that man's mother or just his friend or whatever, the Lord may see fit. Whether you be his wife, girlfriend, or whatever, the Lord may see fit to protect you in that day. But see, you women that think you're going to be independent and you can do things on your own, it's going to come a time when you just can't leave your house and go to the club on Saturday. A lot of you women go to the club all throughout the week. But it's going to come to a point where you can't just get up and go where you want to go, grocery shopping, and wear all these see-through clothes and these little skirts. And you're not going to want to do it because you're going to be hearing about and seeing women and men getting ravished in the streets. People getting shot up and stabbed by the multitudes, you know. So let me go to the book of Daniel real quick to prove what I'm saying. And this is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in a book. Yet the key I want to touch on is, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. What's coming on this earth has never happened before. You've had many revolts, you've had many famines, you've had many disasters happen throughout the earth through the decades and centuries of the earth's existence. But the scriptures is telling you there's a time coming that has never been. It's going to get so graphic and brutal out here, man. And you women ain't going to be able to protect yourselves, man. Even you gun-ho, tomboy women with your guns and you think you taking martial art classes, that shit ain't going to help you in that day. When you got a gang of 15 men and probably women with them, you know what I'm saying? And they might be cannibalists, you know? They might be eating humans. They might just start eating humans because they haven't been able to eat in weeks. And they run up on you and they rape you and then kill you and eat you. That's the stuff that's going to be going on, man. You know? And if you don't believe it, then you don't believe the scriptures, because it's in the scriptures, man. You know? And not only that, it happens every day throughout the earth. But see, here in America, you have a thing called you're comfortable. You're comfortable here in America. You're relaxed because, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that. You know, I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Yeah, you women are at ease. You're called careless daughters. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you are the children of Israel. That's really who this message is directed to. You know what I'm saying? You are careless daughters. You walk around careless because you're able to get a job and work around men and commit adultery on the job. And in a lot of cases, you're over men in the workforce, you know. So you walk around with this high attitude. A lot of you women are in college. You got these degrees, you know. So you look at yourself in a high standard, which ain't nothing wrong with having with loving yourself and having dignity and pride in yourself. But when pride takes over you, you know, and you start looking at yourself above men and leaving that natural state of a woman, which is why Eve was created for Adam, and I'm going to get that also. You know, when you start leaving that natural state of your nature, that's when you start going off. And that's why a lot of you women are bugged out your mind and you don't know what you want. You're never happy. You're not happy with the situation you're in, the relationship you're in. You can't find a husband because you want to be served, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to serve, but yet that's not the order that was set up. That's why I said the head of the woman is the man, you know what I'm saying? It's in verse 10 it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You know what I'm saying? And when you put sackcloth on, you're in mourning. So you women are going to be mourning. You know, strip you and make you bare. All that makeup, all that weave, all those perfume smells, that's going to be taken away from you in an instance, man, when all hell breaks loose in America. You see, so you letting guys like Drake lead you to destruction, you know? You shouldn't be led by a man like that. You should be led by a man that's occupied in his truth of knowing he's a Hebrew Israelite, you know, and following the true doctrine, which is with GMS, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing what the Lord told him to do. You know, you should be wanting to follow a man like that. But instead, y'all want to listen to these entertainers who don't know anything, They're under that same American Babylon spirit, But you women are going to get a wake-up call. Let me get another scripture real quick. I'm going to go back to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11. This is verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So that shows you that the woman's supposed to serve the man. It says the man wasn't created for the woman. The woman was created for the man. But you women out here got men serving you, buying you whatever you want, paying your bills, and you still treating them like crap, because you have that power. You've been so-called empowered by this society, but you're going to get a wake-up call, man, and it's going to happen very soon. So I just wanted to touch on that subject real quick. I didn't want to make it too long, but just seeing that video, man, it shows you what type of spirit the women are being led in, a prideful, a prideful queen of heaven spirit, I'm gonna go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 44 real quick also. It's some meat in there, It's Jeremiah chapter 44. And I'm going to go to the part where Jeremiah's talking about Israel worshiping the Queen of Heaven, because that's the spirit our people are under right now. A lot of you niggas worship pussy, man. A lot of you guys are the problem too, man, because you worship pussy instead of worshiping the Most High, Let me see where I want to start. I guess I'll start at verse 15. So this is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 15. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done. We and our fathers, our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, for then had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. And that's what these people say. See, we getting money, we getting women, we're not seeing no evil. We're worshiping women and things are going good for us, man. We do what they say and then they give us pussy, I get to show off on my Instagram page, if I do it, in that wrong. You supposed to be a man. You're supposed to show yourself a man. Instead, you're showing yourself a servant to a woman. I'm going to continue in verse 18. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men and to the women and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, That incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings and your princes and the people of the land, did not the Lord remember them, and came not into his mind? So that the Lord could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings and because of the abominations which ye have committed. Therefore is your land a desolation and an astonishment and a curse without an inhabitant, as it is this day. And I was talking about, Israel getting put into captivity. But, hey, America's going to become a desolation. You people houses are going to become a desolation. Everything you hold near and dear is going to be taken away from you, man, because of you wanting to worship these false idols, man. And the Queen of Heaven being a major one being pushed throughout America right now. Worship the woman, worship the woman, worship the woman. Keep the man low, keep the man low. But see, the Lord is about to bring the man back on top, and not just any man, the servants of the Lord. And I'm going to finish off with that, I'm going to go to I'm going to stay in the book of, I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah. And I'm going to read in chapter 13, and I'm going to start at verse 12. Straight to the point. I will make a man, matter of fact, I'm going to start up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start up, This is Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. See, that proud and that arrogancy is going to come to a halt. It's going to stop for good, when this place starts getting judged on a serious level. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, because the men is who the Lord deals with, man. And you women come up under the men. And you're going to realize that when all hell breaks loose, you know. Hey, with that, I hope the elect was edified. And I want to say shalom.